Suzanne Geisman. I've shared with you some of her work before. Spiritual teacher. There will be days when you are not so perfect, when you miss the mark that you have set for yourself. And these are, like each moment of your life, opportunities for mastery. Mastery of what? Making choices that bring you into balance energetically. When you are out of tune, how do you tune the instrument? In the case of the human energy field, you tune with compassion for self and others, with gratitude for something, anything. There is always something to be grateful for. Whenever you're feeling out of balance, out of tune, stop and breathe, pay attention, and just look around you, feel within you. There is always something to be grateful for. And so you grow, and the next time you are not so perfect, instead of berating yourself, you simply acknowledge how life flows, and you come back into balance. The roller coaster of love in full expression. Woo! Can you tell that she has been at a spiritual festival?
Yes.
She is so dialed in.
I'm always at a spiritual festival.
You are, in your heart, for sure, but you have literally. We love you.
Thank you. I love you.
Life in full expression. This is life. Love, L. In full expression. Life. Just remember that. Life. Love in full expression. One of the things that, as I was reading this and being with my talk, was this song came to my mind. Mama said there'd be days like this.
That's a good one.
Remember that song?
Yeah.
I so want to sing it, but I'm not going to do that right in this moment, but you can sing it in your head, right?
Yeah.
You can hear it. And the song that I woke up with this morning was Stevie Wonder, Don't You Worry About a Thing. That's been going just constant. My first awareness when I woke up was that song. And those are often, I know, and probably like many of you, songs are my God language. I pay attention to the music in my head. Life in full expression. So what do you do when you're out of tune? In the case of the human energy field, you tune with compassion for yourself and for others. From Philippians 4:8, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is gracious, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. No matter what may be going on around you, you can come back to what is true. And true from the standpoint, because we so, in this day and age, really have to pay attention to actual truth. I don't know about you, but I look at things and I don't take anything for granted anymore. That what I am reading is actual fact. And it can take time to go in and fact check and do your research, and it's important also to do. But what is very quick and feels very good is when I get out of my head and I go to my heart. That's where I find my truth. That's where I find my love and compassion. That's where I go to resonate with my master teacher. I started to say JC, but some of you might think that's heretical, but probably hardly anybody in this room. But, that's, even I've got this whole conversation going on in my head, you guys. I need the party to quiet down just a little bit. So
I know,
can do
me
my
too.
talk.
I have the same problem.
I know, right? I mean, JC is just saying, yeah, go girl, go. I've got my mom in there, Hypatia's in there, my friend who I'm doing a celebration of life service for this coming Saturday. Pamela's in here. It's like, okay, everybody's talking. Ooh, that's another song. Everybody's talking. Yeah. I'm going to go home and have my own concert. So what do? We pay attention. Again, like Warren's song. We pay attention. And we just observe. And we stay out of resistance. If there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Okay, so I think we've used this image before. You know that I love the NASA images. I love to go onto NASA. I think it's .com. I don't think it's .gov. And go to their daily images and see what new images they have out there. This is the one that we're using is Galaxy M77. And on the top, where when I pulled up this page, it said, a beacon of light in swirls of dust. And then whoever wrote this, I think I love them so much, they wrote, don't let anyone dull your shine. Someone from NASA that's connected to the James Webb images has this kind of heart. Don't let anyone dull your shine. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. At the center of Galaxy M77 is an intense source of energy. I'm going to go backwards so you can see it. There you go. A massive black hole draws gas into its field, creating tremendous light and radiance. Around this brilliant center, new stars are being born, illuminating the galaxy with fresh expressions of life. Think about what's going on in there. New life is being formed. This massive black hole, it draws gas into its field, creating this tremendous light and radiance. Whatever your belief about God is, whatever kind of attribute that you put to, on, about, regarding God, which, to my understanding, the word God itself is German for good. Gut, God, is one of the derivations of the word. Whatever that is for you, this could be an image that just helps to support the radiance and the allness and the amazing, this isn't even a word, the amazingness of what source creation is. There is so much that we don't know. From a Unity perspective, we might see this as a reminder that there is a powerful creative presence at the heart of all existence. A powerful creative presence that has been proven just in this one galaxy. Now the radiant lines coming out from that is not part of the galaxy itself. That is the reflections from the telescope.
Cool.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome? The bright spikes extending from the center are not actually part of the galaxy. They are effects created by the telescope's design. This offers a valuable spiritual lesson. Sometimes what we perceive is shaped by the lens through which we observe it. Right? We create our reality. We are in charge of our thoughts and our beliefs and how we feel. Our beliefs, assumptions, and experiences can influence how we interpret reality. Unity teaches us to look beyond appearance and seek beyond to the deeper truth. This is space imitating life. This is space as life. This is a universe that we are a part of, not separated from. As we're walking on planet Earth, on this, I can't remember, not Carl Sagan, was it Sagan that called this the blue dot floating out in space? The pale blue dot. Just this little ball compared to everything else that is going on. So don't allow yourself to get so terribly weighed down by the things of the earth. Pay attention to it. Do what needs to be done about it. But always remember that there is more and more and more. Divine intelligence is present within every aspect of life. Again, we are never, ever separated. Got to go back to where I was. So saying all of that, of which I absolutely so firmly rely on for my very existence, to keep me and feel me centered on planet Earth and to remind me of my connection with all that is, there again are things that happen in life that cause us to go, what? So, one of those things that happened this week, on Friday, I think it was, the Department of Defense whittled down their list of religious organizations that could be recognized by the Department of Defense. They went from 200 down to 31, so they just got rid of like 180 religious organizations that they don't want to recognize exactly as who they are. Unity happens to be one of those that was taken off the list. And out of that 31, Baha'i is still on there. But you can pull it up and look at it. Buddhism, Islam, Christian Science. They kept Christian scientists on the list. Unitarian Universalists. There's just please, 180, whatever it was that they did. So that does not mean that we don't exist, right? That just means, apparently, they were doing an administrative cleanup. And some people call this, well, that is more pointed than that in trying to whittle down freedom of religion, just as we see this happening with freedom of speech. There's all that conversation, and it's very valid, but that's not what we're here for in this moment. So Unity put out this statement. At Unity, we affirm, this is what you are a part of, and I thought it was fitting to share this on the day of our annual meeting. At Unity, we affirm the inherent dignity, worth, and spiritual identity of every person. We recognize that humanity expresses its relationship with the divine through many paths, traditions, and sincere convictions. We are aware of recent changes to the U.S. Department of Defense's religious classification system, which significantly reduces the number of recognized faith identifiers. While administrative systems may change, Unity holds that no list can define or limit the universal presence of God, nor the authentic spiritual lives of individuals. We believe that honoring religious and spiritual diversity strengthens our shared humanity. The ability for individuals to see their faith tradition acknowledged supports belonging, spiritual well-being, and the free exercise of religion. Our teachings remind us there is only one presence and one power active in all people and in all faiths. Truth is not confined to any single tradition, but is revealed in diverse ways across humanity. Spiritual care is most meaningful when it honors the unique beliefs and lived experiences of each individual. We join with others across faith traditions in affirming the importance of religious inclusion, compassionate care, and the freedom of every person to name and live their faith authentically. We hold in prayer all who serve and all who support them, that they may experience belonging, respect, and access to the spiritual support that nourishes their lives. In all things, Unity remains committed to being a voice for inclusivity, understanding, and love in action.
Yay.
Yeah.
That was great.
Beautifully stated. Thank you. And thank you to our leadership who put this together. No one can take your love away. No one can take your truth away. And this was the image that they put with that. Each prayerful thought blesses the world with peace. So I don't know what this means for in the military. We do have Unity chaplains in the military that serve as chaplains in the military that are Unity, and I'm sure these other faiths also have that. I don't know what happens to all of that, except I know that their work goes on. And so while we're classified now in either the military, because this goes on their dog tags, their affiliation. So now it will be either, they will choose, I guess, non-denominational, they will choose what they choose, or other will be the other choice. But no one can take our love away. No one can take our belief away. We are full and complete. From last week, Viktor Frankl, what is to give light must endure burning. We continue to be the candle and to be the light and love in the world. Don't let anyone dull your shine. And so it is.